What's going on, guys? IcyRhythms. Welcome back to another episode of well-optimized PC games. And of course, in this one, we are talking about Forza Horizon 4. And of course, as usual, I'm not going to spend too much time talking. Just try to get to the benchmark as well as some of the gameplay and give you guys a general idea. Now, I'm not the biggest racing fan anymore, but Forza Horizon 4 was somewhat interesting to me when they originally showed gameplay, the open world aspect to it, and of course the changing of seasons really got me interested, and all of that looks great. Like, it's really well done. This is a very pretty game. For a racing game, it's a little less impressive to me than some of the other stuff we have, even when we consider other linear games like racing games, and especially some of the open world stuff that I've seen just in this generation alone. It's still really good. I don't want to take away from the fact that it's still really impressive for a racing game. This is probably like the best looking racing game that you can play. And my understanding is with Forza Horizon 3 on PC, it wasn't all that great. It still has some issues in terms of optimization and that, but after some patching and some other updates, it runs a lot better than it did at launch. I guess I'll have to figure that out for myself someday and try it on PC, but I have not tried Forza Horizon 3. But what I can see with Forza Horizon 4 is an extremely well done port. There is a really good number of settings to tweak, and actually, for whatever reason, I decided to set my frame rate to half the refresh rate of my monitor, which is 144, to just 72, and it held it really well in the benchmark. And during gameplay, I think it actually went beyond that at some points, and I'm not sure how or why that happened. Maybe that's something that Digital Foundry can attack. And in the settings, speaking of the settings in Digital Foundry, there is an MSAA option. So Tomb Raider is not the only latest game for modern renderers to have that option. So that's good. To have MSAA, it can be really demanding, but it's so clean. Like, you get like the most pristine image quality with that, and it's like undeniable. Like, every time I use MSAA in a game, yeah, I mean, depending on the game and the age and everything, it is pretty demanding, but it's so worth it. Especially if you can couple it with something else. So I think I used MSAA ×2 and then turned FXAA on. That's a decent combination, I feel like. But I think at one point I used MSAA coupled with SMAA in Battlefield 3 or something, and that looked really clean. I think it was some sort of injector of some kind. I can't remember now. That was a long time ago, but the image quality looked better than it did before, so I was pleased with that result. Anyway, getting sidetracked, let's get into the benchmark. Let's get into some of the gameplay. I was doing okay. I was doing somewhat decent as someone that doesn't really play a lot of racing games anymore, up until I reached summer, and then, yeah, halfway through that, I just became absolute trash. But this game looks really, really good, guys, and I think if you're into racing games and into these Forza games in general, picking this up on PC, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Like I said, looks good, runs extremely well, a lot of options. MSAA is there, so that's big for me. And yeah, thank you guys again. I do appreciate the continued support. Let's get into this. You guys take care. Peace.
Don't go anywhere. Horizon is here to stay.
Alright guys, this'll be easy. Just don't miss the checkpoints and let's go.
Did we just lose yellow? Coming up on the quarry.
Woohoo! Hey Blue, thread the needle with me. Red's down!
like I'm the only one left.
This is it, Horizon. We are kicking off the summer season with the greatest race of all time. Point yourself in the direction of Horizon and put your foot down. First to the festival wins. So let's go. Don't sweat it. The Jets aren't in the race. They're just happy to be here. Oh, yeah! Drivers coming from everywhere. Now it's a party. People are lining the streets to get a load of the action. Cheer these racers on, guys. Come on. We got some awesome racing trucks out there, too. The most incredible different cars are all here. I can see a Centenario, Ferrari FXXK, and a beautiful Bugatti Chiron. And is that a Vulcan? Oh, Horizon, you do not want to miss out on watching this. Look at that Senna go. I mean, the car, sure, but someone's got to be handling that.